Now I'm in Nuke 7 something by default. Remember, it's 2K, so I have to change that out. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I finished with Maya. So far so good. Let me save this out, and I have to remember that I create AO pass 1, L1, 2, and 3, and I was in frame 1. Okay. So I have to go to my master lectures, go to the renders, Cypher, JD Fabricator, images, and you will see in the temporary file, I have a lot of different things right now. That's awesome. I have to remember which are the ones that I create today. Okay, I see the 1405, that's the ID map that we create. So let's start dropping those on Nuke right here. So I think this is the one ID map. There we go. And the indirect is indirect 1404. Okay. Oh no, that's not the one. Nice. I think this is the one. Let's see it. After where we go. That one that is in one is the one that I'm gonna use. And I think I have light one and it's in padding 3, so it's this one. Light 1, light 2. You have to only drop your file directly, but because I render every now and then, I have different frames and everything, so I want to go directly to the ones. So I have my 3 lights, my indirect light. Oh, this is like my AO. Let's see, where's my AO pass? I think it's the AO. That's not the one. AO1, maybe that's the one. There we go. That's the AO1. There we go. And what else? Oh, my Fernel. Yes, my Fernel. I think it's Fernel 1. And this is the one. Yes. And of course, I need my image sequence that I have not there. I have in my source images. So I can just click on one, bring one up, double click on that one, click again, and go to my 157. There we go. Open that one. Cool. Now, the first thing that I'm gonna do, take all these guys completely. Oh, all this. Click, hit L. There we go. 1 minute, just like that. I'm just gonna move this out again. This one here. This one's out. This one's here. Light goes. This one goes here. This one goes out with the indirect. The indirect goes here. With this too. This one's just like that. Hit L again to set up completely. He moved my lights there. Okay, I'm not gonna fight with that. So, but now with the workflow, best way to work with the workflow right now, and it's gonna help you out to set up this fairly quickly. I just copy these guys right here. These are my passes. I'm gonna select all, hit tab, put backdrop. There we go. And double click on that backdrop, and this is my source. Okay. Gonna explain you why I'm using like that and why it's better to use it this way. Actually, even with my sequence, image sequence right here. Okay. Now, why I'm using my source, because from this one on, I'm gonna clone these different layers, these different ones that I have here. And right now I'm using only one frame, but when you start working your comp all the way down, you will need to replace these guys with the image sequence completely. And when you just change this image to the image sequence, he will populate your comp. So it's going to be faster that way. Okay. So the first thing first, I have to set my project, so it's set up to 1280 by 720. I hit S for my settings, make sure that it's 1280 by 720. I hit OK, and it's 57 frames in that one. That's fine. And I'm gonna start with number one. Okay, so light number one, I'm gonna clone this guy out. So I'm gonna go to Edit, Clone. There we go. And you will see that I have like a small line right there, and he said C for clone. Okay, so now that I have this clone right here, you will see that I have all my passes right there. The next thing that I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna check that I have my passes. So let's click in that one. There we go, and I can see here that I have my diffuse, incandescence, reflection, refraction, shadow raw, refraction, and my specular. Okay, I go to RGBA and I have everything back. And of course, you get an alpha. I hit A for the alpha. There we go. That's the alpha. So far, so good. Now, I'm going to start shuffle these out. That's the first thing. So I'm going to shuffle these guys. And actually, I have to clone the light number 2. There we go. I think was what? Command K. No, it's not Command K. Don't remember now. So it's what? Okay, clone. There we go. Clone light number 2. Bring it down here. And this one I'm going to change it for light 3 right here. And I'm going to clone that one too. Okay. Click, clone. And I have my 3 lights right here. Now let's bring those things together. I'm going to shuffle these out. Okay. I'm going to shuffle. And I'm going to go directly and I'm going to select my diffuse. There we go. Now, to know what's happening right here, I can click rotation, value in, create a quotation, and you will see that is my diffuse. Okay. Now I have that one. I can hit again another shuffle. Can select my value in, copy this one, put it right here. There we go. And now in this one, instead of my diffuse, I'm gonna go for my refraction. There we go. I can see my refraction right now. Now, in this case, you will see that I have what? It's I have my, if I hit A, you will see that I have a garbage. It's kind of transparent, the alpha. So that might give me some issues at the end. So what I'm gonna do is gonna take the alpha out completely. So now, oh, sorry. There we go. Wait, I have to look to this one. There we go. Nice, I cannot see any alpha. Oh, I'm looking to the refraction. That's great. Double click on this one. There we go. There we go. Now no alpha. Okay. And the reflection too. No alpha. Cool. We're gonna bring that alpha later at the end. So we have 2 right now. We bring the diffuse, refraction, and the specular highlight. So I can be that guy. I just copy, paste, double click on that one, and this one is going to be my specular. There we go. And I have these 3 completely. Now I can just copy, paste, because it's the same. For each one. 1, 2, and 3 for light number 2. Paste. Light number 3. Sorry. Okay, now that I have this, guys, Let's start merging these guys. The basic ones. So let's hit M for a merge. Are we going to start with the B pipeline? Goes here to A, and because it's 32-bit float, I'm going to put this one to plus. Hit Command to see the dots. I'm going to put some dots here to look a little bit more, give it some sense of niceness. Hit M for another merge. And this one is going to continue with my B pipeline. So here we go. Double click, change to plus, and I have my 3 lights. Okay, have light number 1, light number 2, and light number 3. All the 3 lights together. Now, we're gonna do the same for the other ones. So copy, paste, bring these guys right here, and we're gonna do the same. There we go. This one is just okay, and it's in plus. So these are my 3 refractions. This is refraction number 1, refraction number 2, refraction number 3. They're plus together. And the last one, but not least, here we go. My specs. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Move like this, kind of like this. Okay. Now, next thing that I'm gonna do, and this is for this one only. I'm gonna, well, actually, let me extend this one a little bit. There looks too close one to another one. There we go, kind of like that. So the next thing that I'm gonna do right now, now that I have everything in this, guys, let me put it together. So I'm gonna merge this to the background so I can do there's different ways to do it. First one that you will see it in the podcast, kind of, I'm gonna do a postage stamp. There you go. And that postage stamp is just a matter of showing what you have in this guy, in this merge at the end, okay? So I click one for this one. I got to do the same one for this one. There we go. And the third one for this one. So we can see it, what's happening right there. Okay. And we just need to do a merge. So this is the first merge. Okay. In this case, this is my B pipeline. But you will see that the next week I'm going to change this one. And on top of this one, I'm going to put what? There we go. The refractions. And then I'm going to put the other one, another merge. Continue with my B pipeline. Oh, sorry, this one is not over. It's supposed to be plus. There we go. And here in my reflections, my specs plus. There we go. I got the specs right there. Now you will say, okay, I have kind of everything. I still missing a few things. So let's put the reflections. Okay. Actually, let's bring this up a little bit. Right. Oh. Bring this up right here. And here we're going to bring the reflections, okay? So remember the reflection, it was in camera 1 or light 1. That's the one that have the reflections. And we're going to continue with this pipeline directly. So what we're going to do is going to create a dot right here, bring a shuffle. There we go. That shuffle is going to be connected there. I'm going to bring it right here. I'm going to show that doesn't have any alphas. I'm going to bring my reflection. I'm going to put the value in so I know what the hell is happening right there. Oh, sorry. Value in. So I know that is my reflection. I can do the portrait stamp if I wanted. If not, I just hit M for a merge. Bring it in my B pipeline. Double click, make sure that is plus. And I bring my reflections right there. And you will see now my reflections. Now, this is the basic. The only thing that I need right now is at the end, bring what? Bring my image sequence. So this guy that I have here, I can, well, let's not clone it. I'm gonna move it. So this one is the only one that you have from the beginning. So I hit M for merge. And now this one, it's gonna be my B pipeline at the end when everything goes. So I shift X and I change it, you see? Shift X, there we go. Now, actually like that. And it's this one is over. And you will see that it looks like that. And you say, one, that's great, but it's, you know, if I give you that, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna fail me. And maybe that's true. Not so much. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, you're missing something. What you're missing right now is the alpha. So to do that alpha that we need, how are we gonna bring it? We're gonna double click on this one. Remember the ID mat, and we're gonna clone the ID mat. Gonna bring this ID mat all the way through there. There we go. Right here. Gonna hit tab. Oh, sorry. Hit tab. Gonna bring a copy note. And I'm gonna bring the alpha from that ID mat and I put it right here. Okay. And just like that, I'm using the alpha. And voila, I have the basic of the comp right now. Looks bad, yes. So we're gonna start just a little bit of tweaking, not completely color correction and integration, just a basic tweaking to see that this guy doesn't look so, you know, so this illumination kind of get close of what we have for here. And the best way to do that is by doing, oh, if you see these lines and start getting you know, getting crazy over it, you can double click on that one, go to the note, and wait, not in the read note. I have to do it from, where is it? Click. How is it? You cannot see it now. You can hide that. Let me see where you can hide this. You cannot see it now. I know that you can hide these lines. I don't remember now. As soon as I remember, I will show you how to disable these lines. It's gonna get on my nerve at some point, but not really. Now, so what I'm gonna do now is bring those lights, give it something to those lights so we start working better, looks a little bit better. To do that, you will see that in the podcast. And the podcast, what you will see is hit multiply math. There we go. And those multiply math are just a dimmer. We can say a dimmer. So let's say this is L01. So you can remember, I'm gonna actually copy, paste, there you go. And double click on this one and change it to 02, 02, there we go. And paste the next one, double click, 03. I'm gonna do that only for these lights. You can do the rest. So it's, and I'm gonna explain you what the process is, okay? So now that I have this ones, these guys right here, what I can do is just a matter of tweaking and play the lights the way I want it. So now that I can go to any of the lights, there we go, 1, 2, and 3. You will see it looks really bad. So I can start bringing those lights up. Okay, so I have more information from this light right there. There we go. Just kind of like that 1.1. Let's go for the second light. That is the one in the back. Just bringing enough information to look like how we have right here in the sides. So let's say kind of like this. A little bit. Let's bring a little bit in the front, less light, and bring this one, light number 2. I can go, well, I'm going too far, so I can bring it down just like this. And this one a little bit less. Watch it like that. So I'm just playing with the lights. And this one, number 3, I can bring a little bit more. There we go. And you can see that you can bring the light and change it. And you have everything. This one is going to look dark and it will change as soon as you get the refraction from week number 2. Okay? You can do the same for each one. And then you can start even use a grade note to start tweaking those directly a little bit more. So if I use a grade note for each one, you can start tweaking the lights in a different way. Okay? So this is the basic of the how you're gonna comp everything together. There you go. You can see it now. I just clone it so it's easier that way. There we go. You can see it right now. And you can see how I use the lights just to start giving some information of what I wanted, okay? So I can bring it, okay, that's much better like that. There we go, much better like this. We have to increase this one a little bit more, there we go. There we go. And you start tweaking, and that's what I need for, just I have to render these out, so it's just a write now and write only a JPEG. You don't have to render the whole sequence, just a JPEG because we're gonna start tweaking for the next